All right. Hey, everybody. I'm going to start another potential hour of drawing from my prompt book. Let me just get a few things posted here. Get this thing going. Away we go. Almost there, sorry. Just about ready, just about ready. And one more thing. Okay. All right. I think I have actually done it. I've done it. Okay, I'm gonna start going here in a second. I'll do my usual top of the session plug for things I have for sale, merchandise. What you're seeing right there are Hidden People stickers. You can buy a pack of them at gricklemart.com. They're lovely stickers. You can put them all kinds of places. Hidden People stickers. Pretty consistent seller at the gricklemart.com. So yeah. Anyway, just letting you know. There you go. That's my plug for today. Short and sweet. Stickers. Okay, let's get to some drawing. Give me 1 second here. Put that away. There we go. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's see what we got left in this prompt book. Yes, you can hip cactus. You could totally hide them around your house or around your local community. Freak people out. Here we go. First page open. It says bowling alley and pins. Okay. That's where we're starting. Darko Neko, hello, good evening. Here we go. There's a bowling pin. I'm just going to draw bowling pins because bowling pins by default generally are in bowling alleys. I don't know where this is going. I'm just going to go. And of course I'm going to draw faces on them because that's what I do. I feel like these bowling pins are a little unsuspecting as to what might happen next. Almost as if they've never been through this before. Although that first bowling pin might know what's up. Okay. I'm not going to add a lot of color to this, but maybe even mess with a little bit of tone. Okay. Bowling pins. Let's see here. Going to. I feel like you got to add those stripes, right? These bowling pins kind of vary in size and shape due to my sloppy drawing skills. Let's see, a little bit of shading here to help things pop a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real simple like that. I'm going to go right to the next drawing. The prompt right beside it is banjo. I'm going to draw banjo. Move a little closer. That camera move a little closer. And okay, I'm going to do this with zero reference. And we're just going to see what we get. Yeah, a little bit of a police lineup. I agree with that. I don't remember. This kind of looks like a homemade banjo, I think. Which, gauging from the look of this fella, is about right. We're gonna go kind of full hillbilly here. I'm gonna give him suspenders, but maybe no shirt. And definitely barefoot. Hello, hello everybody. Good day, good day. Maybe he's just sitting on a tree stump, maybe. Yeah, I kind of like the way this guy's turned out. Got the vibe I was looking for. I'll give him a little bit of color. Little denim color. Color up that hat of his. Let's see, what else could we do here. Give him a little bit of, I guess just to emphasize the no shirt, I'll give him a little skin, pinky skin tone here. see now. That's looking all right. Looking all right. A bit more to the toes there. Clarify that a little. Same with this finger. Oops, I didn't put any frets on the fretboard here. That's better. I can't remember the banjo. Does it go like a guitar? Goes a couple frets into that thing, into the bass, maybe? Who knows? Let's get this going. And maybe a little bit of this. Yeah, I think that's working. Mr. Human 420, I appreciate the kind words. Master level, I don't know. I have been doing this a long time, I guess. And I suppose, like anything, if you do it long enough, you do get better at it. Yeah, I don't know. I've been drawing since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. But, you know, I don't know. I guess it's the old adage of do what you love. And I do love drawing. Certain kind of drawing, though, I will say. I've very specific, you know, obviously cartoony, simple. I think the bottom line of what I strive for in the way that I draw, I've come to this in my older age, is I realize I try to say as much as I can with as little as possible, if that makes sense. And I think that's what cartoons generally do. Not all of them. I guess stylistically they vary. Some are very detailed, but I've always gravitated to things that are very simply drawn but seem to evoke or emote a lot. I guess an early influence, certainly a consistent influence my whole journey through this, has been Charles Schulz from Peanuts. And later in my career, once I became aware of J.J. Sempe, French cartoonist, I just feel like those guys were able to say a ton with very little. Although Sempe arguably is kind of busy, some of his drawings, but he does so much with so little. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just like doing it. As you can tell, I have trouble explaining or analyzing it. It just is. It's become the card trick I know, so it's the one that I do all the time. But I do find it very enjoyable. Still, after all these years, I'm still enjoying it. Okay, there you go. There's my banjo drawing. I kind of like the way that dude turned out. Not bad. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna tone in those suspenders so they pop a little better. There we go. Now that reads. Okay. Let's see. Another prompt, another page. Let's see what happens. That page is all full. This page isn't. Pomegranate center. I don't even know. I don't actually... I mean, I'm aware of pomegranate seeds. I don't remember exactly what a pomegranate fruit looks like. It's got a lot of seeds. A lot of seeds, right? We're just going to do some sort of abstract-y interpretation of this. Because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. And, you know, long ago when Julian and I were doing the live drawing on Instagram, we always agreed that the rule was to never do research while drawing live. Not allowed to look it up on your phone or reference it on the internet. So I'm not going to, and this is wildly wrong, I'm sure. And that's okay. Because maybe whatever I end up drawing I'll like, and maybe I won't. And guess what? I'll just move on to another drawing. I don't know. I feel like, right? There's a lot of seeds in a pomegranate. Oh, look at Fritz the Wolf's helping me out here. Deep red. The red seeds, eh? Okay. I was going to say purple, but maybe you're right. It's red. More of a reddish color. Yeah, you're right. All right. I'm just going to say in the center of this particular pomegranate is a little bug. Who's enjoying eating the seeds in the center of it. I don't know what kind of bug this is. I don't think any bugs actually probably do eat pomegranate seeds. But this guy is. Yeah, I don't know if this drawing has any basis in reality, and that's okay. That's all right. All right, sorry, this is going to take me a while to color all these little seeds. What kind of a prompt is pomegranate center? I mean, that's a weird prompt. I don't know. I guess pomegranates aren't exactly common around Eastern Ontario, Canada. I mean, obviously common, and you can buy them at a supermarket, but they certainly don't grow here, I don't believe. Am I wrong about that? I think I'm right about that. So I just have very limited exposure and knowledge of the pomegranate as a fruit. I've certainly had my share of pomegranate juice or blends thereof. I don't dislike it. It's good. But the actual fruit and what it actually looks like, I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Not off the top of my head. I suppose if I did see one, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's right, they look like that. Okay, that's the center. Layers of white flesh, eh? Well, that as it may be, I'm going to just throw a little bit of a yellowish tinge lightly. Excuse me, sorry, pardon. Sneezed, I may sneeze again, I'm not sure here. No, maybe not. Maybe one sneeze is enough. Yeah, perhaps. Complex interior. It might be a good thing to draw. I certainly could benefit from actually looking at one and drawing it. Maybe committing it to memory a little bit. I'm going to make this bug purple. Yeah, I like this dude. Okay, just want to make sure those eyeballs pop pretty good. Oh, there's just a little bit of shadow. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's my bizarre interpretation of that one. Cool, cool. We're moving on. Another page. Dun 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 dun. No, that's not done, but I don't know. Holy smokes, it is getting full. Oil red, Wheel of Fortune, Mandela. Nautical scene. Ah, boy, oh boy. Science experiment. All right. Yeah, well, I've been, Fritz the Wolf, I've been doing this for a little while now, I guess, and yeah, there's been a lot of prompts. Like I said, I'm actually getting, I think, reasonably close to finishing this book. We'll see. I intend to keep doing this until I truly finish it, and then who knows what I'll move on to next. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's a science experiment. I mean, it could be anything. Hello, hello, Nick Hamblin. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, I don't know. Excuse me, there is my science experiment. Just gonna add some color to this guy. No worries, Nick Hamblin. I'm just gonna always welcome anybody at any time to jump in on these things, and I just keep slowly plugging away at this book, so no worries. Yeah, I don't know what the expression on this fella is. He seems kind of pleased. Scientist is a little perplexed. I'm just gonna mess around with color here. See where we end up. think he's happy, right? Yeah. I mean, he's sort of grinning. Seems quite pleased to exist in that form, whatever that form is. Not your usual. Let's see, a little bit of pink, maybe a little bit of pink. I think this sort of weirdly feels like something out of the Reanimator or something. Okay. Let's give him some yellow teeth. Cool. Okay. I think that works. Let's see what else we can get. Let's see. It always amazes me how fast the time goes. It's already a half hour in. Stained glass window. I'll think about that one. This is full. This is full. This isn't full. Okay. All right. I don't know. There's a bunch here. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna just do eggs frying in a skillet. I feel like this is a go-to angle I do a lot. Somebody leaning in. No plan. Don't know where this drawing's going. But we're going to focus on the skillet first. Getting the skillet down. Well, they're random in a sense. Sorry, I'm replying to Goat Boy. Yeah, it's a prompt book. So it's got pre-printed random prompts in it. And I'm just drawing my way through it, filling this book up. They haven't. They certainly spark some ideas, I suppose, that might show up in things that I do. But I don't set out with the idea that these are going to be beginning conceptual pieces for a comic I'll do. But I don't know, they might. I can never say never. Could be 10 years from now and I'll come back to one of these drawings and go, oh my god, that is a perfect idea for a comic. Or a short film. Who knows? You just never know. Okay. Wow, this guy frying his eggs. Let's go with what kind of color for egg yolks? Egg yolk color, I mean, varies depending where you're getting your eggs. I feel like the healthier the chicken, my theory is the more orangey the yolk is, and the more distressed or unhealthy the chicken is, the yolk tends to be a more pale yellow. Does that make sense to people? That's my theory. I just know that anytime I've been in Europe, the yolks always look a lot richer and more orangey, and I mentally at least project that they taste a lot better. I think they do taste better though. I'm not trying to diss North American eggs, but I think that unless you're getting them straight from a farm, generally the eggs get a little messed with here in North America, more than Europe. Look at that, there you go. That worked, ish, maybe. Let's see here, 1 second. Give me 1 minute. All right. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll do another one on here. We got sundial or nutcracker. Now nutcracker, you can go a lot of ways with that one. I'm not sure what I want to draw there. Actually, I will draw. I know what I want to draw. Oops, sorry, that was just a message I gotta reply to. Okay, back to the drawing. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I'm getting a few messages while I'm drawing here. Okay, back to focusing here. Here is the nutcracker image I'm going with. Oh, sorry, I missed the earlier comment. Reminds me of Far Side Gary Larson. Well, thank you. Yeah, that is, you know, that's a massive influence for me. So any comparison to that is a pure flattery. So thank you for that. Love the Far Side, always have. Whoa, I just realized I'm drawing way off the camera. Sorry. Yeah, forgot to move my book. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Oh, Nick, Puzzle Agent 3. Yes, you're not the first to ask for that. Yeah, Yeah, I would love to do more Puzzle Agent. I am, working on trying to figure that out. We'll see. One way or the other, I hope I end up making more Nelson Tethers in the world. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. But I appreciate the sentiment, and I am in complete agreement with it. I'm not sure what kind of squirrels these are. They're the nut-cracking kind, I guess. No. I have had that thought. Yeah, like a puzzle book that was a Puzzle Agent adventure. The problem, you see, Nick, is I get a lot of ideas, but I get distracted, and at the end of the day, as an artist, you kind of have to do the projects you're currently getting paid for. And I continue to do a lot of work in the film industry, animation industry, as a storyboard artist. So I'm always busier sometimes than I want to be, but I'm happy to be employed. So it's tricky trying to find the time to undertake projects like that, but I would love to do that. I've thought about that. Oh, Swarm of Dead Insects, hello. Yeah, right, I think this is a, I don't know, fairly unique take on the prompt Nutcracker. I'm pleased with this. Yeah, I don't know, Nick, just laying it out as the truth. I would love to do it. I recognize that within myself I get distracted among a million other ideas and projects, but I have always thought about getting back into the world of Puzzle Agent, whether it's in the form of a video game or a book or both, who knows. I would love to do more with Nelson Tethers, and I hope someday I will. I'm reluctant to make any promises here until I feel a little more further down the road on anything. But believe me, I think about it all the time. And again, it's always nice to hear from folks that are feeling the same and would like to see more. Oh yes, it's a delicate dance, is it not? Swarm of Dead Insects. Finding the job that pays well and is also the thing you actually want to do. Hard balance in this world to achieve, it seems. Yep, me too, Nick Hamblin. I definitely suffer from shiny objects syndrome, whatever that, the new shiny thing pulls me away from the old shiny thing constantly. It's a battle. I have found some success in just trying to do little bite-sized chunks of something that is a bigger project, and as long as I consistently just take little bites and not stress about having to do the whole thing at once, I tend to get farther than I thought I would on a lot of things. I think I'm thinking more specifically about graphic novels and stuff, my experience, like the Eerie Tales from the School of Screams. That book took me 6 years from start to finish to make because I just didn't stress myself about trying to do it all at once, and I just took little bite-sized pieces and bits and kept working at it. And lo and behold, after 6 years, it became an actual book. And so I got there. All right, I might have to cut today's session just a little short. I thought I was going to draw for an hour, but I think I'm maybe going to do one or two more prompts, and that might be it for today, which may not quite reach an hour, but doing what I can. This page is all full. Okay, North Pole. North Pole. North Pole. What should I draw for the North Pole? I don't know. I'm not sure what about this bear. I sort of wanted him to look ominous, but I don't think he really looks ominous. He's just kind of there. I don't know, this didn't quite turn out the way I thought it would. That's okay. These things happen. I'm not sure why I'm making the North Pole like a barbershop pole, but that's what I visualized. More, you know, more like a candy cane. Perhaps he is a barber bear. Let's see, where is it orange? There it is. There's orange. I don't know. I'm gonna just try adding like colored shadow and see how that feels. See if that's interesting. This might be a disaster, but I don't care. We're gonna just try it. Well, thank you. Yeah, that sloth looks pretty happy. All right, there you go, North Pole. North Pole. All right, I'm gonna do one more prompt. One more prompt. And then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm glad everybody's here. It's too easy to end on. Racetrack. Excuse me. What do we got here? Didgeridoo. I'm gonna just, you know what? I just recently got a nice video letter. I don't know, whatever. A video from a good friend of mine who is Australian and is in Sydney. And it was a nice video of him and his girlfriend showing me their new place that they just got. So, you know, got lots of love for Australia. A lot of great people there. So I'll do the didgeridoo. I don't remember exactly what a didgeridoo looks like. I know it's really long. Can't remember if it has like a little curve at the end. I'm not doing a curve. on this one. I feel like it's got lots of cool markings on it that I don't know anything about, which I'm sure are super sacred to a lot of Aboriginal tribes. And I'm just an uneducated moron doing my loosely fakey version of that. Oh, you're welcome, Nick Hamblin. I'm glad you enjoyed this stream. I'm glad you enjoy my work. Yeah, definitely. The sound of a didgeridoo, yes. I can recall that quite vividly because it is very distinctive. But the actual look of a didgeridoo, not exactly confident. Oof. Sorry, messed up that kangaroo's tail a little bit, or foot, sorry. Haven't even done the tail. Yeah, I don't know if two roos make a mosh pit, but that's all I did. Two joeys. Right? Is that the slang for kangaroo, Australia? A joey? I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna maybe just add color to the didgeridoo. Joey's a baby kangaroo. Okay. Thanks for the clarification. As usual, I'm not quite sure what I'm talking about half the time. Not sure about the perspective on this drawing either, but hey, that's what it is. Okay. All right. Well, I'm 9 minutes short of an hour, but you know, it came close. I am going to stop it right there. So thanks, everybody. Glad to have you aboard today. And I will hopefully plan to be back again here roughly in a week's time. All right. Thanks, everybody. See ya.